There it is. Wow, it's perfect. Who is that? Who are you?
Well, I'm glad you asked, young one. I'm you in 40 years. What's that you got there?
Now this is my magnum opus.
Magnum opus, huh? Oh, look at this rookie. Doesn't realize the full potential of art in representing the divine nature of humans.
This old head doesn't know what he's talking about. Let me tell you a story.
I recently read this good book by Chinino Chinini, and he talks about how important art is. Now, remember, in the beginning, God created man, and he created man in his image, with all goodness, all fortune. However, Adam and Eve were deceived by a serpent called Lucifer, and unfortunately, Adam ate out of the forbidden fruit. And as a result, Adam now has to work for everything that is given to him. He begins to discover the sciences, and now there is an art derived from science, and that is called painting, based on operations of the hand. However, due to the original sin, our works have a sense of separation from God, meaning that these works are imperfect. Therefore, I often think about the case, what if Adam had never committed the original sin? Then our paintings would be closer to divinity, perfection, closer to God. And finally, the perfect painting would be revealed.
So you've embarked on the mission to depict human perfection through your art, I see. I haven't seen this one in 40 years. Can you tell me how that manifests in this painting?
Of course, of course. I want you to look at her hair real quick. The way it almost blends in with the juniper bush behind her. It puts her in a certain position in nature that kind of exalts her in a way. And it's through this painting that it gives her that divine essence, almost a sort of perfection.
Your wisdom seems to supersede your years, young one. In fact, that reminds me of something I did recently. This is a sketch of a man, and you can see the ivy is protruding out of his head. It reminds me of the bush seemingly protruding out of Ginevra's head as well. These two artworks exhibit the oneness of humans with nature, the oneness of humans with God's creation, most beautiful creation. In fact, by placing the microcosm, or the humans, within the macrocosm of nature, we try to exalt and show the perfection of humans.
But where's the lighting? Where's the perspective? My idolization is so grand that she almost looks too good to be true. Not only do I add sfumato to make her look realistic, but I also add to her beauty through idealism. Look, I give Ginevra expression. I give her characteristics like the way her hair flows and the revealing neck, and then I add so much light that it exalts these pieces of beauty within her, that it makes her look so beautiful that it's almost too good to be true. See, my painting's way better than this piece of garbage.
Psh, don't be so cocky, young boy. This is also an idealized portrait that's trying to show the perfection of humanity. This is an idealized portrait of Trivulzio, who was an Italian condottiero, or otherwise a general, who fought many wars and won many of them. He was the ideal warrior, a rugged, aggressive beast. And here I try to portray him also as perfect while maintaining that ruggedness. So we see, with this frontal view, the emphasis on the symmetry of the face. It's almost like the first thing that catches your eye. Oh yeah, have you read Pacioli's De Divina Proportione?
No.
Yeah, you better hit the books, kid. You don't read that one for another 10 years, in fact. But anyways, that book describes the perfect, predestined, divine measurements of a human face and the human figure. I try to incorporate those measurements in Trivulzio's face, further idealizing him, further perfecting him, and further showing his divinity and exalting his character.
Wait, hold up. Why is there a line in the corner?
Ah, the line, I'm glad you asked. So this line actually has dual meaning. It both symbolizes courage, valor, and also fortitude, further tying into the myth of Trivulzio and like his idealization. But lines in Christian art, they also symbolize Christ's resurrection. So the lion and the ivy being in close association with Trivulzio kind of show the exaltation and also the divinity of man as image bearers of God. What was that?
Huh.
I see that. Mona Lisa? Stolen? This is an absolute tragedy. The Mona Lisa, that was my magnum opus, considered the most famous painting in all the world. I have some business to attend to.
What the?
Would you look at that?
Oh my gosh. It's perfection.
I'm glad you say that. It's the culmination of your many years of practice in idealizing portraits.
Wow.
We scrutinize La Gioconda, or the Mona Lisa, closely. We can see many similarities between this and the Ginevra painting. For example, the flowing hair, the slight cleavage, and also the three-quarters portraiture. So as you can see, throughout your artistic career, you use the same artistic means to idealize women.
Yes, that makes sense. Wow, I think I finally get it. So, both of our paintings are different versions of idealized portraits, but what really connects them is in nature with Ginevra and the nature with the man with Ivan.
You're right. See, I told you, your wisdom supersedes your years. But anyways, I have some business I need to run to. I'll see you around.
Thanks. What is this? Commission?
Mona Lisa?
Who's that? What? You again?
Yes, I am La Gioconda. Let me get into my modeling stance.